What is going on, guys? My name is Quiver, and welcome to Astroneer. This is an indie game based on space exploration, where you can expand your base as you explore the planet. Anyway, right off into the game, we're heading into this world here. I started off by setting up the base here. I mean, you know, it's pretty simple. I just arrived and I quickly started with the tutorial because it gives me some good resources and all that stuff to really just start the game, you know? I went around the base and collected some simple beginner resources, such as resin and compound. Luckily, I had some right near my base. Sometimes it doesn't spawn near the base and I've got to go looking, you know, it's a whole adventure. With resources in hand, or in this case, pack, I went back to the station here, to the missions log, so I can get more stuff, rewards, you know. And I got up a platform, so I quickly tried to set that up. But as you can see, I was struggling a bit. I couldn't figure out how to rotate. I guess I forgot, but you know. I mean, it's safe to say it was a slow start, that's for sure. After a quick look at my key bindings, I figured it out. Hooray! I got to work on building a smelting furnace. And then I decided to expand the base just a little bit. I then decided to go down to this cave that I've been working on, because I'm going to need resources to smelt with the furnace that I now have. So with the tool that I have in hand, I quickly dug out the area. And not too long after, actually, I did find the cave. Going down into the cave here, I built myself a little bridge going down, because otherwise how else am I going to get down here? You can't make a ladder in this game. I then found this little pop coral. I thought it was cool. But it freaking exploded in my face. What the heck? And actually, it did scare me a little. I put down some tethers so that I can actually breathe down here. You know, exploring the cave, I stumbled upon a thing I researched and found. I found out it's called the Exodynamics Research Aid, which is a mouthful. So from here on out, I'm going to be calling them exopods, because I'm not going to keep saying exodynamic research raids. You know, I mean, that's just, it's ridiculous. But I couldn't figure out the resource that you need to open this. I thought it was resin, because that's what it looked like. But I couldn't open it, so I decided to leave that alone for now. I was collecting some compound. I was like, oh, nice. I didn't need it, but it was nice. And then I found some sphalerite. I was like, ooh, what is this stuff? So I collected a bunch, hoping that maybe it'll go into the furnace, before realizing I'm running out of oxygen. Oh my god, I gotta get back quickly. Come on, you can make it. Please. You're right there. Come on. Oh my god. Whoo. All right. Guess I gotta bring more of these, huh? There we go. Let's make it safe. We don't have to be too crazy about it. After our little incident of nearly dying there, I decided it was probably a good time to, you know, head back upstairs and you know, just chillax. I then put the sphalerite into the furnace and then quickly turned it on, where I found out that it makes zinc. And I was like, oh, nice, sweet, I like that. I then made another canister. And then I also wanted to make a small generator. Just, you know, to speed up the process. Because as you can see there, the yellow bar in the middle of our pack here is our power. When away from the base and not connected to tethers, our energy will run out. So we got to be careful with that. So it's nice to have a generator with you. I also made this little plateau here. The Don't ask me why I decided to do this. I just did it, you know. I had the pop coral seed in my pack, so I was like, yeah, why not? I'll plant it. And then I guess during editing, I decided maybe that's actually a good idea, you know. I think it'd be nice to see all the flora that we collect as we travel through the world. I think that'd be cool. Now that I have the generator, I thought it'd be a good time to head back down into the caves to figure out this other type of exopod that I found that requires energy instead of resources. It took a while to open. It took a while to open, but it finally did. And inside was a research sample. And I know you can quickly scan these by holding F, as it shows there. But if you put it down into a research chamber, it gives you way more than, I think, like 3 times as much, actually. That's true. It gives you 3 times as much research bytes, which you need to eventually, you know, get blueprints for better stuff, such as this like large generator. Well, that's a medium generator. Sorry, I'm sure there is a large generator, but that's a medium generator. I don't have that yet, and I want it, you know. So I need to do research to get it. I also found this. I almost fell. I was like, whoa. I kind of just stood there and was like, oh, gotta be careful, you know. I could easily just say goodbye, you know. I then went deeper down into the caves and flattened down this area for the second deeper level, you know. I mean, like, these caves are like pretty damn big. And if you're paying attention, this is actually the same cave that I nearly fell down in. And I was like, hey, why not explore it? Because, you know, it's a big area. And then this thing started spitting poison at me. I don't know what it is, but I quickly got rid of it. I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. And I wanted to make sure that there was no more before collecting this new resource that we can see right now. I see it's called the mutant hisbine tree, which, I mean, fuck that, you know. It's poison. I'm not going to plant that one. I'm only going to plant ones that are, like, safe. Or, I mean, maybe I'll plant it. I'll just plant it somewhere else. Because, you know, again, there's still that danger with it. And then I quickly mined some of this laterite. I thought that maybe this could open the exopod that we've seen before. I also stumbled upon 2 other exopods here, and I was like, wow, there's so much here. I was like, maybe I could open it real quick, and I couldn't find the generator, but it was right there. I just didn't see it. Heading back to the surface, I quickly prepared this area for research, because I'm currently printing the research station. But I didn't have another platform, so at the time, I just kind of took off the furnace. You know, yeah, I was like, yeah, I mean, it works. But I then quickly also just made another platform. But I couldn't do that right now because, as you can see, the research chamber is still being printed. After setting up the research station, I decided to explore the outer areas of my world. I got pretty far into my exploration before remembering that I need oxygen. And I'm like nearly empty here. So I was like, uh-oh, I gotta fix this problem real quick. I made some tethers to hopefully pull a game-saving move here that you'll see in a bit. But I was running, you know. I was running. I was like, oh God, please, no, not again. How could I have this? How could this happen again, you know? And so I pulled out the tether. I tried to connect it to the nearest one, and whew, just barely made it. As you can hear, that heartbeat was like starting to get going. I was like, yes! Oh my God! I was actually so excited. I was like, there's no way that I just did that. I then decided that with the tethers, I would explore properly this time. because the last time I nearly died. But yeah. Now that I could properly explore, let me explain the reason that I came out here in the first place. When I first entered the planet, something caught my eye off in the corner, and I was like, "Ooh, what is that?" You know. And so that's what I'm looking for. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out soon enough. After exploring for a bit, I discovered a new region called the crevices, but I think that sounds a bit too bland, you know? So I'm gonna call them the canyons, because that sounds a bit better. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. I couldn't find the thing that I was looking for, so I was like, I'm gonna head back. You know, I was like, I don't have any more compound to make more tethers. You know, it was looking like today was not the day to find it. And I saw this stuff on the tree, and I was like, what is this? And I clicked F, and it just plucked the whole tree. I went, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And I quickly planted it back. That was an accident. I was heading back to the tethers because I was running out of oxygen, when I thought, there's a mountain here. I could just climb the mountain, you know? So I was like, yeah, why not? I decided to get up to the top of the mountain, avoiding these strange plants, because I didn't know what they were, and I didn't want to find out. Like, if it was a bad thing, then good for me for not finding out. But anyway, I was climbing the mountain, and I was like, please just see something, you know. You can't really climb the mountain too easily. I was like, ooh, nice. I do like the mountains though. They look nice. And then I saw it. Look at that. I was like, yeah, awesome. But I was also running out of oxygen, so I couldn't just stay and admire it, you know. So I was like, I gotta go quick. I got stuck over some of the mountains, but quickly found out that you can slide if you fall down even just a little bit, and it makes it so much faster. And I was like, oh, please make it to the tethers. And I did. Whew. And with that, I headed home, drawing this video to its conclusion. The next time I make a video on Astroneer, I will actually have a goal in mind instead of just like messing around here. Since when I started this, I realized that that's pretty much what I was doing. That being said, the next goal is to get a transport vehicle of any kind. Like, I know they have like a buggy or like some other stuff. Anyway, if that sounds exciting to you guys, please stick around to watch this series unfold. And if you made it to the end, please be sure to like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. Plus, it's free, and you can always change your mind later. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys whenever I upload next. Goodbye.